playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Juanita. It is hot out here today, but I'm not complaining. I have my air conditioning hat on, and it's nice to have good weather and it not be raining. Oh man, I can get so much done with that. Anyway, oh my god, you guys, thank you for all your wonderful comments, your suggestions. I honestly do take them into account. I research them. I may even apply them, who knows. But anyway, break this to you guys, but I am not going to be building the boxes today. It's not because of the heat, but because a subscriber mentioned to me about if I was going to tar the posts in my planter boxes, and it never even dawned on me. So thank you for making that suggestion and for giving me even the idea of doing something. Now, when I listen to tar, the word tar, right away I think of toxins, and I want the purest, most organic matters in my planter. And so, so I won't be using tar, but you opened up that door for me, so I really appreciate it, because I did a lot of research about some eco-friendly, let's see, it's no VOC in it, or 100% guaranteed, no toxins, and it's pet friendly and organic, and so I did my research and I actually ordered it, and it will be here on Sunday. But that being said, it gives me the opportunity to take this darn dead tree out of there. Now, I thought of doing a lot of creative things with it, you know, like maybe putting a planter box, you know, around it, you know, building something out of it, you know, very bushcraft type. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll do some climbing clematis and have it weaved on it. But it is actually rotting, and it's, I mean, I'm going to show you guys really quick, if you guys can see this. But see how loose that is? So, yeah, that thing is so loose that if I put anything on it and it crashes down, it's just going to destroy what I put on there. Anyway, so I decided, no, get rid of it. You know, I can do a lot more creative things than to keep that. So that's what I'm going to do today. Anyway, I'm going to go get my tools, and then I'll be right back. See you very well, not because I don't have glasses on. So if you notice, I'm not wearing glasses. That is a long story. Well, it's not really a long story, it's just that I can actually see, and so I don't think I really need them for out here. I primarily use them because I'm light sensitive, and for some things I do need to see when it comes to things that are close up, but I think I'm okay, at least for what I'm going to be doing. So now you can see my real face. Anyway, this video is not about my face. It's about taking down that tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on it. It's pretty loose, so I'm getting creative. I do have certain tools. I also had another subscriber who mentioned, and thank you very much for mentioning these tools. She said you need a mallet and you need a square shovel because it would make my work easier. Now I don't have a mallet, so, and my stones are now laid anyway, but I don't have a mallet, but I did have a square shovel. I just didn't use it. I don't know why. I figured I was doing fine with whatever I was using. And that's what I do, you guys. I just use what I can what's accessible at the time and try to make it work. And it does. So that said, I'm gonna go use my tools because, like I said, I don't have my chainsaw out, and I'm not gonna dig it out. It's just, I wanna hurry up and get this done. But I have my skill saw if I really need to, but I'm hoping that it'll just plop over and without damaging anything, and we'll see how it goes. So let me get started. My neighbor's dog is outside and he's going to be barking at me. So you may not even hear him when this is completed. But anyway, one of the things that I do need to do is put my gloves on and also remove the stones around here because it's probably going to pull them aside anyway. So, and that's no big deal. I can reset them. So that's what I'm going to do.
I've heard a story, I've heard it said, I've come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and sometimes it calls you right in the move. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Give me your pretty, give me your messy, give me your happy, give me your sad.
Wow, you guys, I am so strong. That was like so super easy. I was like in shock. Yeah, so it's a really good thing, really good thing that I am taking it down, because most likely a child would have jumped on it and got hurt, and that would really break my heart. So it's a good thing. No creative stuff going on that one. Anyway, gonna go finish it off.
I've heard a story, I've heard come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and sometimes it calls you right in the move. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my hate, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Give me your pretty, give me your messy, give me your happy, give me your sad. I may be staying, I may be going, I may be left, I may fall apart. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, oh, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down.
See how, what was holding up? Nothing. Nothing was holding it up. Not even any kind of root system. No wonder it died. Hi, Freckles. Hi, Freckles. There's not even a worm here. No. Huh? Come here. Come here, lady. Come here. Come here. You want a worm? Gotta hurry. You're gonna come. You gonna get a worm? Look at that. There you go. I found a worm. I'm surprised there's not more worms in it. You guys want to see my soil? See how rich that soil is? Oh, and it just smells like good soil. And I've not added any new soil in a long time. I really need to, but this is really why my plants thrive back here, because it's got good soil. And I did, like I had mentioned before, when I leveled out this backyard to put this sod in, I actually leveled it out as much as possible, because it really kind of dipped down like a bowl over, especially in this area. And I had a fire pit that I had built over here at one time, but you know, it rains so much here in Portland that I think we used it in the past 5 years, or prior to building this backyard, probably a handful of times. I always said, you know, let's go out and stand around the fire, but you know, nobody wants to stand around the fire when it's raining or when it's cold. And then in the summer, you really can't build a fire because, you know, smoke and heat and fire restrictions and whatnot. I don't even know what the fire restrictions are, but I'm sure they're pretty high. And, you know, with the wind and everything, it probably would just get the smoke all over you anyway. So I did away with that, leveled the yard, and when I actually planted everything, I had added so much dirt, new dirt, and I tried, like I said, I try to use really good organic soil. And so when I put my do my planters, I'll probably use really good composting soil. I actually found some really good organic dirt, and let's see. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I get it from a local grocery store here, and it's in the Kroger family. It's called Fred Meyer's if you're here in the Portland area, but it's called Cedar Grove, and it's really, really good. It's 100% recyclable, and I don't know if you guys can see that it's great. It's got a lot of really great stuff. You know, it's made locally from recycled stuff and gardening, prunings, and food products and vegetable trimmings. And you know, it contains no biosolids or steer manure. Now, I don't know why steer manure would be bad, but whatever the case is, cow manure, I'm telling you, cow manure, if you live in a very cold climate and it freezes and it snows a lot, here, the best thing to use on your plants around the tops of, around the base of your plants in the winter. In the fall, get some really dry cow manure and sprinkle it, because cow manure is really hot. It's kind of like chicken manure. And so if you put it on top and then add some, you know, some chips, wood chips, or straw or whatever, it'll insulate your plants, and it'll keep them nice and warm for the winter, and they won't freeze, and you won't lose your plants. So just a little tip there. This is something I did when I used to live up in the mountains, and it worked like a charm for me. So, but however, I never did put it in my soil. So, I mean, I'm sure that it broke down over time and it went into the soil, so who knows. But didn't hurt my plants. But anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up before the daylight leaves. But can you guys see how much sun I've got left here? I mean, I've been doing this probably 15 minutes taping, and as you can see, there's not hardly any sun left. So I do get really intense, which is great, because the plants that do need that type of sunlight, because when I first moved here, I had to learn everything about shaded plants, because it was the total reverse of what I had learned about planting stuff that would need it full sun. Now, after doing this yard, now I've got the basis for both sunlight and shade and everything in between. So it's been a good learning experience for me, which has been really great. But yeah, like my hosta back here, it's really in the wrong place. It's actually, the leaves are kind of burning because it's getting too much sun. But if you can see, between the time I mentioned it and now, look, there's hardly any sun. That being said, I'm gonna go finish this up, tie it up, and then get this video done. So I just needed to fix a couple of the stones. I don't know if you guys saw me cutting that stone, breaking that stone, but when I was doing the pergola, my nephew came over, and long story short, he showed me how to break flagstone. So now I know how to break flagstone. So I had to break some parts of the flagstone to make it fit over here where there wasn't any. So yeah, so now I'm gonna sweep it up and tidy it up back up, and that's, I think, what I'm gonna do for today. So I'm gonna go get that done. I almost forgot, you guys. One of the things that I need to do is I need to plant this rose bush. I hadn't done it because I wanted to get that dead tree basically out of the way before I planted it. And so yeah, hopefully that rose bush isn't in the wrong area, but we'll see how it is. Like I said, I get shade quite quickly back here, and so hopefully it survives. If it doesn't, if I see that it isn't doing well, then I will move it to another area of the yard. But for now, I'm going to bury it there, and or plant it there rather, and see how well it does.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so I dug down, I believe, deep enough. There's not a lot of room back there to be digging. But now I'm gonna go get some fish fertilizer, because that will establish the roots of this rose bush, and it'll also give it a good fertilizer, and hopefully it'll rebloom for me. Let me tell you what kind it is. It is absolutely a gorgeous rose, but that's what it is. And I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see exactly what it reads. Anyway, it's like a, I don't know, maybe you guys can, there's a scanning bar right there. Maybe you guys can scan that and get more information, and I will put it down in the description. But it is a beautiful, beautiful rose. I mean, when I saw, and it's somewhat fragrant. It's not like super fragrant, but I just fell in love with it, and I hope it does well, because it was not cheap. It was like 40 bucks. So, but yeah, it's gorgeous, and it's really neglectful of me to have not been watering it, because it would have probably continued to bloom. But that's okay. The plant will survive. I am pretty certain of that. So I'm going to go get my water, my fertilizer mix, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put half of the water in, put the plant in, and then I will finish it off with the water mixed with fish fertilizer. And then when I'm completely done, I will put the sprinkler system so that it actually waters this backyard and gives it a little bit more watering. So, looks like I got some pods in there. I don't want that in there. So I'm using, I don't know if you can see through that, but I'm using about that much of water mixed with fish fertilizer into the hole. Now I'm going to step back and kind of look at it and see if that's where I want it before I actually bury it. So it looks like it's in a fairly good spot. I'm going to bring you further this way. Before I do that. So now I swept so that you guys can see, get a little bit more of a perspective as to where I'm going to plant it. And as you can see, it's right here. I'm going to step aside, I'm going to look at it. The placement of this flower, this metal flower and my little yard thingy, this way it kind of fills that one spot and it gives it some height. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish. This lilies, they're going to get bigger. They're going to get really nice and blue. It's going to be beautiful. And of course the rose bush, now it is in the ground. So that will be the height that it is. So it does give it a little bit of height. So yeah, I think it looks good. What do you guys think? Thumbs up?
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Let's see, did I move it? Yeah.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy.
Get that out of the way so I don't trip on that. Isn't this the coolest thing? My husband bought me this a long time ago when I first did the yard. And I just thought it was the greatest thing. And it's got a rock to, so that it gives it a level of sorts. Yeah, real cute. Anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to put the rest of this water in there and then give it a good watering with the sprinkler system. There, that looks a little bit better. Now, when you're trimming roses, I don't know if you know how to trim roses or not, but if it's one thing that I learned years ago about trimming roses, but anytime that you're pruning, and you can prune throughout the year, I've always done it. Some experts may say, no, you only do it at a certain time, but really, you know, it's really up to you, trial and error. For me, it doesn't seem to matter whether I trim in the fall or throughout the whole spring, and my plants still survive. But it did get, because I wasn't getting any watering, there are some leaves that are yellow, and I try to remove that. When you're cutting down, you want to cut down. When you're trimming, in case you don't know this, when you trim, rose bushes, this has a lot of stickers. Rose bushes have 5 leaves, and sometimes they'll have less leaves. You always want to cut to the most healthy 5 leaf, right above it. Like, for example, if this was a healthy leaf, I would just snip it right there. And yeah, it makes, what it does, it makes the stem a lot tougher. So when you buy roses from the store and they have a really strong stalk to them, well, that's the reason why. It's because they trim them, and when they trim them, they are consistent with trimming it. Now, if I am mistaken, you're welcome to give me any feedback on that. But this is what I learned a long time ago, and seems to hold true with any rose bush that I've ever owned. we'll see what happens. So yeah, so now I'm gonna just clean up and tidy it up, and I think I will wrap it up for the night. So if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you catch me on all my videos. And more importantly, get up, get out, and get active. Whatever it is, whether it's just going for a walk around the block or a stroll down the lane, wherever you live, or out in the woods. I really am missing the woods. In fact, I was telling my husband that, you know, sometimes I get really feeling emotional. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that we've been going through this epidemic of the coronavirus. And I feel like I'm trapped, and I don't like to feel trapped. So I kind of feel like that's what this whole coronavirus has done for me. So I'm aching to be out in the woods, and I hope you guys follow me. But for now, I guess I will concentrate on my projects, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. But do get up and get out and get healthy and get active, no matter what the situation is or what it is that you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I will see you guys on my next video, and they will be planter boxes, because I'm supposed to be getting that sealer, wood sealer, on Sunday. And I will also let you guys know the type of sealer that I am using, because like I said, it's as organic as I could get it. So, okay, see you guys on my next video, guys. I better shut up and go in. It is getting later. It's not quite late, but it is getting later. Okay, mwah. Love ya. Here, lady, I'll give you a little bit more. There's plenty there. Good night. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Thank you for your love and support. Have a great night.